Man, let's get this thing started, man. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's been way too long. Let's get this thing going, man. Get this thing going. Let me plug in. Get the jams going. Check one, check two. Check one, check two. Does that sound good to me? I guess it sounds good to you. It's your boy, the Every Young Dawn, the Weezy F. Veezy, so breezy. Man, it feels good. It feels good to sit down and talk to my peoples. You understood? We got a lot of stuff to catch up on and move on into this weekend because a lot of great stuff continues to pop off. As you can see, I'm here redecorating, I'm recalibrating some things, bringing in some fresh jerseys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bringing some fresh looks. We got the good United joint right here. That joint fire. Then we got, of course, look, I got the good ESK. Got the ESK team highlight, Showtime Showcase. Then, of course, you got to have the NPFA. You got to have that National Prep Football Alliance Georgia versus Florida game jersey up there. Now, look, we can rap all day about some good stuff. Of course, we're going to talk about the high school games kicking off this evening. We talk about a little bit that took place in other matters. Man, West Virginia, crazy what's going on out there with the referee situation. But a shining light pierced through somehow, some way. You still got a huge set of things coming up within the month of October, leading into November. It's going to be incredible. Before we get started, let me take care of some business and rock with your little something. As you know, you got voicemails brought to you by incredible sponsors. That's right, Champion Drive Transportation. Champion Drive Transportation will get you there whether you're from D.C., Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, or Pennsylvania. Don't put a whole lot of thought on it. Don't let it strain you. Get there and ride like a champion. Stop riding in separate cars. One part of the team get here, the other part get here later. We still had a mom breakdown. The cousin didn't let the sister-in-law use the car, so your two linemen is sitting on the couch at home. Get together and ride with Champion Drive Transportation. Don't be that coach standing on the sideline with 4 kids. Somebody, I need 15 more minutes. Don't be that dude. Get him a call today at 301-237-8361. That's 301-237-8361. Or go to the website. See, maybe you want to go up to the World Youth Championships and participate in games in Canton. Maybe you want to take your team down and participate in, that's right, Naples and FBU. Maybe you're going to make that trip down to Battleground. Maybe you're going to the Central Virginia AYF Championships in November. Who knows? You got a chance to go and take your team in style, ride with them, rock with them, Champion Drive Transportation. Also, Dynamic Specialized Performance. Nobody works harder than my man Ron Carter, getting both your son and your daughter in order. Get your body right. Build up your core strength, your core speed, your quickness, your agility, how quick you come out of your stance. Get all of those things and those nuances together to build those quality skills you need to move forward. Get down with the get down and holler at my man. He's doing it somewhere around town. For Ron Carter, Dynamic Specialized Performance for your student athletes. Give him a call today at 443-306-7016. That's 443-306-7016. If you're anywhere else in the country, you got full access to the website to find out more about them. Yes, you do, at dynamicsp.net. Hey, what's up, Eric? My man. Good morning, Miss Denise. As always, greetings and salutations to some of the fine people out here around the nation. Man, it's Fantastic Friday. Take something with you. Take some positivity with you. You got some positivity pills. I got some positivity pellets. I got some positivity drink. You thirsty? You thirsty? Sip on this life, man. It's going to be incredible. You only get one. Yo, also another great sponsor coming to you. Man, Metro Maryland. That's right. The Metro Maryland Football Alliance presents to you Team Metro Maryland FBU. Man, shouts out to them. Look, I had to go dig in the trunk because they say, man, hey, voice, you got all that Hall of Fame stuff, but you got to have some balance with that FBU. I say, look here, homie, I'm going to hook you up with not only a special FBU joint, but look, this one here was one of the originals. When first Team Maryland got put together, I just came out the hospital. I just came out of the hospital. Man, my doctor was like, you just had a cardio embolism. Half your face supposed to be slumped. You supposed to be speaking all slurred. I was like, hold up a minute, baby. I got games to call. Man, they say, look, you are in intensive care. Hey, look, you're going to intensively sign me out. I got games to do. I went out to the football field, called 10 games at FBU. Mike Anderson and Terrence Bird and a lot of the guys, man, they blessed me. So I got one of the original Team Maryland FBU shirts, the original joint. They don't make these no more. This the gold one. This was the first year. Got that. That's going up on the wall behind me. You're going to see how we do it. You dig? That's how we represent. Also, man, another great sponsor. Can't take away from it. The law offices of Sandra M. Douglas. The law offices of Sandra M. Douglas, service in D.C. and Maryland. Find out more about it. Stop rocking with these quarter pointers. We always talk about the great things the student athletes do, but we have to understand that at some point in time, some kids get caught up in some things they can't control. Please stop putting it in the hands of quarter pointers. Just because they free don't mean they down there and they standing beside you to try and get you right. So please, get with a real lawyer. Nobody does it quite like the law offices of Sandra M. Douglas. Not only does she specialize in personal injury, so if you get in a car accident or something like that, you need representation, give her a call today. She has a state. If something happens with a family member, a death in the family, paperwork got to be taken care of, death certificates, insurance companies got to be notified. Get in contact with her today. A family, a state, yep. Criminal law. If something happens out in the street, what are the 4 things that come to your mind? Please call Sandra now. Go at it. Give her a call. She can be reached today at 410-685-6181. Service in D.C. and Maryland. Please stop rocking with these quarter pointers. A lot of these young student athletes make simple mistakes, and don't let those mistakes stop them from having a chance to go to college, getting scholarships and things of that nature because something ignorant is following them. Make sure you get out here, get involved, get knowledgeable, and of course, get a real lawyer. The law offices of Sandra M. Douglas are here and made available for you. Tell her The Voice sent you and find out they ain't expensive as you think they are. They here to help you. Man, now also, shouts out to our great sponsor, Pick Six Academy. That's pick6academy.org. Go to the website, find out more. You want to get down with some of the best specific training coaches in the area. This is the difference between them and others. They are position coaches. If you're a running back, you're going to work with a running back coach. If you're a quarterback, you're a quarterback coach. You're a wide receiver or a tight end, you have a different coach. Every coach is a top coach from represented around the DMV's top high schools. So what I want you to do is get out here and do what you can to be better. It's nice you made the roster. It's nice you starting, but you may need to work on those nuances to keep you in the game and keep you going. All right? Now, a lot of great members on the team fulfilling some great things out here. Shouts out to my man Ruffin Ruckus, his own Alan Thomas, always doing some great things. My man Coach Cat like that, baby. If you haven't had a chance to go to the Voice Sports page, go to Ruffin Ruckus. Find out more about what they're doing out here, man. Getting live action video. We got live streams on Voice Sports from Florida, from Georgia, from Pennsylvania, from Maryland, from Cali, from Texas. If you want to see youth sports like we see youth sports, get with us. We're going to bring it to your doorstep. That's how we do it. And we're going to rock with them all the way out, man. We're going to make sure they get there right. Some great news. Again, we still got to talk about the game from last night. I told people, I even had a conversation about that. I said the Rams is out. Seattle is playing some great technical football. And last night was a chance for everybody else in the world to really see what I saw, and that is regardless to what happens, Russell Wilson knows how to win football games, and if he does nothing else, he will move that chain gang. Besides, the lime green looked real good. They looked real good last night, considering the Rams had a very good defensive front four, one of the best arguably in football. I do think that hit Clay Matthews dropped on my man was a little played out. They went a little far with it. There was no helmet to helmet. Yeah, he popped him, but he also hit him with the shoulder. So what is a legal hit in the NFL? If you can't touch him at all, then he might as well be like the kicker. And we might well rule out sacks as a whole category if you can't touch the quarterback, but that's ridiculous. Hey, I'm happy. It was a hell of an interception by Thompson to get down and get his hand underneath it. When it happened, I was like, hold up, baby. He just threw that ball at the sideline. That was a pick. They flagged it. When they came back and did the instant replay, I was like, man, I've been doing this too long. Yo, I was on the joint talking to my man, like, look, I told you, bro. Hey, look, it's so official to the bone gristle when the voice talk about it, so we gonna put it on. Man, again, tonight, you don't want to miss it. You want to find out what's going on? It's a lot of great stuff popping off. Pilates homecoming starts this weekend as well here on the DMV side, but we gonna make that trip out to Prince Frederick. That's right, Prince Frederick Eagles. Hey, Voice Sports is in the building. We gonna make our way out there because tonight at 7, they got some pregame festivities taking place, of course. You know I will be there and meeting and greeting and shaking hands and meeting all of the incredible people, of course. Definitely on that. But I will tell you this, a great game at 7 o'clock as 13-14 will take the field under the lights tonight. Boy, I got a surprise for you. Prince Frederick. You will not forget this night. Yo, make your way out to Prince Frederick this evening. All of the information and details can be found on my page. We are going to rock out live streams, videos, pictures, the whole shebang-a-bang, and a special guest is on the list. Y'all got a surprise coming your way. Oh my goodness, oh my gracious, all this football in all y'all faces. We get ready to get down. Prince Frederick. And of course, tomorrow we follow up with the rest of the youth teams, and they'll play a full day of football. We'll be out there rocking and rolling all weekend with Prince Frederick. But mark your calendar. Go to church early on Sunday. Get that 7 o'clock service because at 12 noon, oh yeah, the Metro Maryland Football Alliance is putting it down. 2 big games, one at 12 and one at 2, and they both will be called by you know who. Whoa, get out to the field. It's going down. That's right, White Marsh Park, 12 o'clock on Sunday and 2 o'clock on Sunday. What are you sitting in the house for? We give you the full stream. We let you know what's going on with your team, and we always out to help see your son or your daughter fulfill their dream. That's what we do. It's Voice Sports, baby. Viewing our youth consistently everywhere. Now, special shouts out as we get ready to roll into November. Don't get it twisted or confused. We gonna rock with you till we do what we do's. Hey, November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, if you are not in Richmond, Virginia, enjoying the championships brought to you by Central Virginia. That's right, the AYF is putting it on, and it's going down. That's right, November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd on 3 different fields. Second day, it'll be 2 fields, and the last day, of course, it'll still be 2 fields because you have a Division I, a Division II, and a Division III within Virginia AYF. We will be on the scene. It's your boy, The Voice, will be in the building along with my man, North Carolina's finest Mike Hines, official Chris, will be in the building, and I got a special guest for you for Field 3. Holler at your boy, see what you see. It's Voice Sports. We coming to change the game. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Don't even get me started on moving into December and all of the great things coming your way then, because you still have to have conversations about the Gridiron Heart All-Star Game taking place in Columbus, Ohio. Don't even try, yo. It's going down. Voice Sports will be in Columbus, Ohio, rocking it out without a doubt. Make sure you find out what it's about. We go everywhere to see everything. It's what we do. We physically getting out here. Don't get it twisted or confused at all. We coming to see some young guys ball. Get in contact with my man Sean Ramey today. Sean Ramey, R-A-I-M-E-Y. Sean Ramey, that's right. Gridiron Heart, All-American Games, All-Star Games taking place in Columbus, Ohio. Find out more. Also taking place in December, you got the Gladiator National Championships taking place in Davenport, Florida. Shouts out to my man Kenny Foot doing big things. We've been working behind the scenes on a lot of major events, and it's been tying me up, so I couldn't really sit down and enjoy a lot of the conversation and dialogue of the daily show. We're going to get it together because I got to get me another secretary. I got to get a secretary. I can't handle all the volumes of phone calls. There's so much information, but I'm going to make sure I get it to you because we're going to share this thing across the nation. Also, can't say enough, November 29th, let's talk about that. Thanksgiving weekend. Woo! Of course, your boy The Voice will be up in Ohio getting it in, but I will tell you this. You also got a chance to hook up with us because we'll also be at the 7U Championships brought to you by Showtime Elite Athletics in North Carolina. So, you know what I'm saying? We got the hookup. We are there. Not to mention, you still got the 12th annual Cali Bowl. You still got the Cali Bowl kicking off in Sacramento. So a lot of great opportunities for you to get in the loop. Get with my man Brent Chris Day today and find out more about the Cali Bowl. Every year it's usually been a staple. This is the first year that I'm not going to Cali, but I will be going to Ohio. You know why? There's an opportunity to do some things. I'll talk about December a little later in the show. But let's get down to business. Special shouts out to my man Ronald Irvin and, of course, Royal Cousins for the Central Virginia AYF Championships. We're going to be down there November 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Find out about it today. Also, tonight, we're going to hook up with my man Brian Carton up there in Prince Frederick. Don't forget about that. Also, the first Team Metro Maryland football tryouts was held this Sunday at the University of Maryland. I try to take pictures. I try to give you the chance to see the ambiance of what we do and how we do it, the scale we do it. And it was just breathtaking to see almost 554 of the top student athletes come running out onto the football field to try and be a part of one of the top 3 teams, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, to represent in Metro Maryland football, man, for the Team FBU, man. If they going to rep the state like that, it's incredible. You had a chance, my man Caleb Williams, one of the top quarterback in the area, WCAC Gonzaga, man, came out, spoke to the kids, had a great conversation with them. The kids were well hydrated, well rested. The stations were ran immaculately by some of the top coaches from around the area. I believe my man Andy Stefanelli from Good Counsel was out there. You had DeMath, I think Will Withers, and of course Coach Emmett was out there from DeMatha. You had my man Coach T was representing out there doing his thing. Man, you got I think I could have swore. Man, I want to say it. I want to say for sure. Man, I'm going to tell you right now. When you get the head coach of schools like Palladi and all these other ones to come out, the head coaches, not just the sub coaches, but the head coaches, you cook it with fish grease. And it was a great showing out there. Shouts out to the Metro, the All-Met Cowboys was in the building. We had DMV Academy. Shouts out to my man Steve Jones was out there. So many great student athletes had a chance to come out there and do their thing. Man, hold up, we getting messages because they calling me. Yes, they are. They calling me. Yeah, but we're gonna talk about it a little more. Wow, I had a chance to see my man. I really want to sit down and have a conversation with Nino Marzullo. Man, if you ain't never seen El Nino, you got to see my man play. He's one of the few left-handed quarterbacks that I've seen come through the DMV that is as accurate. There's flashes of Steve Young in there, but then you see the way he commands the field and demands respect for his arm like an Elway. This kid is incredible. Got a good head on his shoulders. Probably being looked at by all the top high schools in the city already. But the name you're going to remember, Nino Marzullo, DMV Academy. My man is like that. I wanted to sit down and talk to him and have a conversation with him. Also, and speaking of FBU, you still have FBU West Virginia, Northern Virginia. My man Rusty Markland putting it together. They helping, just asking people to help put in on uniform ideas and coordinating with, man, they going to go out there and look good. Man, shouts out to my man, the living legend, Rusty Markland. Shouts out to my man Rob Jackson, my man Rob Burton, Coach's Corner, Game Time, Pest Now, man, all the good peoples that do their thing out there. Mad love to my man Rob Ogren. StatStream Diabetes is killing it right now. If you haven't seen high quality sports being played, Northern Virginia high school games are getting a treat if you get a call from StatStream Diabetes and they bless that thing. Man, I know there's a lot of conflict and controversy in the state of Northern Virginia where cats are talking, especially Loudoun County, where they talking about you got athletic directors don't want the games live streamed because they say it take away from the gate. Man, there's so many people overseas and out of state that is enjoying the quality of football that would not have been seen any other way if you limited the live stream ability of it. There's some great stuff going on, man. Stop all this hate. Ain't nobody getting rich off a live stream. We out this joint trying to bring attention to these young student athletes because one student athlete might have had a game of his life on this live stream, and people around the country can see it and enjoy it. Get off of that. Let's go. Speaking about controversies within states, man, West Virginia, I know I brought the conversation to you a little earlier this week, and I was just talking about how there were more than 6 different youth leagues in West Virginia that have come, all play have been halted and seasons have been canceled behind referees saying that the parents were too verbal or verbally abusive, profane at the games, and they couldn't take it no more. Well, oddly enough, one of the leagues have found a way that can resume play, and they come to terms and agreements with the officiating staff. Oddly enough, I know while I'm happy for the kids to be able to return to action, I would love to know what the conversation was that turned things around so quickly if it was about the parents and the parents was never involved in the conversation. If the nexus of the conversation was about getting more money, then that could have been done in a more discreet way during the off season, and you could have said that without hindering those kids and those parents who paid their registration, who paid to participate and paid to be involved. When you think about the dramatic side of it, in order for you to be a league, you have to have at least 5 organizations. Some say 4, but typically in most cases, to have a league, you need 5. Out of each team has a 7U, 8U, 9U, 10U, 11U, 12U, 13U, 14U. If each org has 8 teams, that's 8 times 6. Dig it? Times that. Now, if every team of that 8 has at least 25 kids on it, that's 25, 50, 100, 125, 175, 200 kids per org. 2 times 8 is what? 2 times 6, excuse me. 2 times 6, that's just one league. We're talking about 6 leagues that was completely shut down. Eastern Panhandle Youth Football, Jefferson County, Berkeley Springs, South Berkeley, and the Tri-County Youth Football League all shut down along with TCYFL. Now, TCYFL came back and they reestablished play. They made a deal with them. But they also encouraging the parents to do fundraisers and things of that nature to help atone for the difference. If it was about money, just come out and say it was about money, do it in the off season. You did not have to hinder play. You are talking about thousands of kids sitting at home, and the best you can come up with is the parents are verbally abusive and cursing. I don't know about you. I've been doing this 10 years. Let me tell you something. Parents have been yelling and screaming and wilding out for years. It's not going to change. All you can hope is for maturity. And what happens is usually by the time they get to 14U, the parents have been in enough games, they chill out. They chill out because when they go to high school, it's a different ball game. A lot of times it's the newer parents that's really excited, overzealous about seeing their kids do great things. That's understandable. Those things will never change. So asking for more money was about more money. Just say it was about more money. Come on, man. Stop playing the games, man. It's business. We all understand we do this for the kids, but there is business that has to be done. There's a way you go about handling business too, and I just really think it hurt the kids in this capacity because we still got 5 leagues that's not active. We still got 5 leagues in West Virginia that's not active, and that's terrible. That's terrible. Shouts out to Pennsylvania Youth Football continuing to do some great things. I'm going to run down some of these NFL scores, and we still got a whole list of teams that got to play tonight before I get ready to get up out of here and make my way down to Prince Frederick. But I just wanted to jam a little bit on Fantastic Friday. Now, this jersey right here has been hanging up behind me since I first brought the show out of my car. I used to do the show in my car. This is one of the original Maryland Heat jerseys. You see that number right there? This here is the jersey of my man, the American Dream, Christian Taylor. and it's always hung behind me. And I'll keep this jersey, especially because when I first met Christian, he was struggling with his grades, but he was a hell of a player. And I watched him, and I talked to him, and we had conversations, coached him up on his interview skills. To see him now blossom and go to St. John's and do the things he's doing, not only in the classroom but on the field. He wears 31 now, but this one was special because on the back of it, it says, to the best announcer ever, Wayne the Voice, and he signed this joint, the American Dream. Yo, this joint right here is special to me. See, a lot of times people go, man, all them jerseys on the wall, all of them have sentimental value to me, and if you knew the history behind them, you would care some too. But I still got my man Jabril G5 Johnson jersey. I remember when I met Jabril, he wore number 2. Called him G5, he changed the number. He's currently at Bowie State University wearing 30 because it's a senior number, but I bet you he get it next year because that's my dog. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of great kids doing great things around the country we can talk about. We can continue to talk about all the nonsense in the news, but we're going to bring it to you where we can get it, where we can win and see them be beneficial in the future. Also, special shouts out to World Youth Championships. The World Youth Championships, the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy is hosting the World Youth Championships. Find out more on how to sign up and get involved. We will be walking around. I'm going to be taking a good look at these teams in Prince Frederick and see if a couple of them right there got what it takes to go into that pool and play to see if they can go to Canton. You want to find out how? Get with any one of the Voice supporters on any given day and find out how your team can get one of those and make their way on up to Canton. That's right. Find out more about the World Youth Championship. Regional action taking place in several regions within the East Coast, the West Coast, Center Mass as well. We'll be re-releasing the videos of the pre-watch list for many of them, as this list has grown and grown and grown in vast numbers up until this point. Find out more about the World Youth Championships. Get in contact with myself or my man, official Chris Hamer, who is actually running the Mid-Atlantic region and is the host of the opening ceremonies that will be taking place in November. Find out more about the World Youth Championships. Also, again, we were talking about these big games this Sunday. I'm not going to let you know what the matchup is, but I will tell you this. There's been 2 teams that have established dominance in the Metro Maryland Football Alliance on the 8th grade level. And I'm going to just say it like this. 2 of them will play this Sunday. That's right. You thought it was a big matchup the other day when the Steelers was facing off against the Bengals and both of them was without a win, 0-3. Both of them had a 0-3 record. You thought that was dope, that somebody had to win and somebody was going to walk away still losing. Did you think it was a dope matchup last night when you saw 2 teams step out onto the football field, and the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams that both at 3-1? You knew somebody was going to walk out of that game 4-1 and somebody was going to walk out of that game 3-2. It's a great thing to see as youth sports continues to develop in America. I'm going to tell you right now, White Marsh Field this Sunday, 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Mark it in your cell phone. Hit the calendar and make a notation to buzz you Saturday night around 9:30, 10 o'clock to remind you the next day them boys is getting ready to go out there and play. All I'm going to say is Bowie Bulldogs, Legacy Academy. Boy, oh boy, and Hamilton 8th grade. Frankie Weaver and the boys. It's going to be interesting. Man, let's talk a little more about the NFL, shall we? Man, a short week for the Rams as one. They lost last night to the Seattle Seahawks, but I'll give you this one. That wasn't as impactful as the first big game that cost them. Me personally, I think it really hit their head. It hit their head in a special way to be having a short week, because the first game they had this week, wow, you had they gave up 55 points to the Bucks. Let me turn this music down a little bit just in case it's too overwhelming on you, man. Just had a crazy week. The Eagles defeat the Packers 34-27. The Eagles look very good, especially on defense. while I will say this, the Packers will be around. Aaron Rodgers makes it look so easy. But they fell 34 to 27. The Redskins are in trouble, bro. I don't know what made them do this so preemptively, but to lose to the Giants 24 to 3. A rookie quarterback. I don't believe Saquon Barkley played in that game, and they got dealt with. And the Giants' offensive line is garbage. So all you people screaming about the Redskins got a defense, the Redskins defense this, the Redskins defense that, bro, the Giants' offensive line is garbage. Yo, I'm telling you. 24 points. I'm not saying fire Gruden. I just think he got the wrong people in the wrong places. The defense is starting to come into its own, but y'all got so much money tied up in players like Alex Smith and all these other guys. Good morning, my man Ferron Carter here. Good morning, James Reeder. What's good with you, man? Hey, have a fantastic Friday, man. Continue to rock with us. Man, I know it's a lot of Redskin fans. They get salty when I talk because they be like, man, you're right. Yeah. Hey, look, we're not 0-4. Yeah, I got one, and I think it's gonna be special because if I start talking about the matchup we got this weekend, somebody else will get their feelings. But let's speedball up to where we need to be. As the Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Detroit Lions 34 to 30, that wasn't a surprise to me at all. The Tennessee Titans, my man Kevin Byard and the boys get past the Falcons 24 to 10. The Cleveland Browns blast the Ravens 40 to 25. Come on, man. For real? For real? Cleveland? Come on, man. Get off the gas. What happened to all them people screaming, Lamar Jackson? Y'all did that. I seen it before. They did all that with RG3. Oh, ironically, his backup. Yeah, I know. He got somebody to tell him. Also, the Raiders won 31 to 24 over the Colts. Man, handling business. Hey, again, my man Burfict gone. They lost AB. What is going on in Oakland, man? Everybody they just trying, just go and get ready to move to Vegas, bro. Just go and get ready to move to Vegas because y'all done canceled y'all season with the way y'all playing. I don't even know what to talk about with them. But they got the victory, 31 to 24 over the Colts. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. What does it all mean? The Patriots, 16 to 10 over the Bills. The Panthers, 16 to 10 over the Titans. Dual scores. Man, the Chargers continue to roll. That's a team I'm telling you to watch out for. Andrew Lynn has done an incredible job with this offense, and he has a great understanding of how to utilize the full corners of the field. The upper level, the mid-level, and your shorts and downs and the flats. And they had Phil Rivers running it. With them getting back Gordon, that's going to make them a very interesting team to watch moving forward into the playoffs. They get it done against the Dolphins. Well, who's sorrier than the Redskins? Probably the Dolphins. 30 to 10. Man, the Seahawks, before they faced off last night, got it done against the Cardinals. And this was a game that when I really sat down and watched how Russell Wilson was utilizing Carson and all of the different players and weapons at his disposal, none of them really jump off the page as household names. They just win football games. They just keep moving the chains. They're going to be one of those teams that's hard to stop later on in the year. The Chicago Bears, 16 to 6 over the Vikings. I don't know what's going on with my man Kirk Cousins and them, but you got you a bomb running back like Dalvin Cook. Y'all got to take advantage of some of that skill and ability. Shouts out to the Jaguars. They got it done as they beat the Broncos. I told you Flacco was wacko. I don't know why I guess he was the most expensive bum you could find. Yo, it is what it is. He still can't win a game. And I just said that because I know my man Ruck watching and he getting his feelings about them Broncos. Yeah, Flacco wacko, bro. Hi, Felicia. Yo, what's up? What's up? My man Steve, always representing from Jacksonville. How you feeling, man? Always good. Always good. Man, have a fantastic Friday. Have a great one, man. Oh, man, the Saints get it done against the Cowboys. Woo, 12 to 10. I need to go back and watch that one again. I tell you one game I don't need to watch again, and that's the Steelers thumping on the Bengals. Who they? We they. We them boys that beat them Bengals. And last night, the Seahawks in a fourth quarter drive, man, continuing to look good, get it done against the Rams. Upcoming games this weekend will feature the Jets versus the Eagles. Expect the Jets to get their feelings hurt because the Eagles going to handle business. The Jags play the Panthers. I like what Minshew is doing. I'm going with Jacksonville in that one. The Vikings play the Giants. Watch the Vikings bounce back against this Giants team, and you're going to really see how bad the Redskins could not get anything done. I don't know why they threw that boy in there like that. He needs time, and there's no reason for it. That's another thing. I don't know why people keep sitting here trying to build it up like Haskins is going to be the man in Washington. I know it's nice that he's from here and he plays for the team. That's great. He got a check. Dope. Play, develop, get better, sit back and watch. You throwing him out in the fire is like trying to say we don't have any other options. When you knew Alex Smith went down, you knew you had to find you a quarterback. You went and got Case Keenum, who was a backup. Me personally, I'd have just went ahead and started Haskins fresh out of the draft. I'd have been working on him from the time he walked across that stage and stood with that jersey. Let's go. Let's get the offense in him now. All preseason, he'd have been grinding because he'd have been the starter walking into the season, because then Case Keenum could always come in and bail him out and play the game. He's a game manager. He's a backup. If you're going to play Keenum at the top, you're going to get sick and tired of seeing him throw it check downs to the running back and the halfback because he's terrified he's going to get his sternum crushed if he sit there 3 seconds to try and find a deep man. Last I checked, the only one you got is McLaurin. And McLaurin is a rookie. So right now, if you was going to do all that with Haskins, it should have been done early in the preseason. Don't be trying to throw him in there now and you already on your spin. I've seen it happen too many times before. Redskins be wildin', man. Yo, anyway, the Falcons and the Texans play this weekend. I think I'm going to go with the Texans on that one. The Buccaneers, even though they dropped 55 on the Rams, they not made like that to deal with the Saints. That's going to be a good game, but the Saints will win that one. I'll give you my numbers on that this weekend. Also, the Titans face off against the Bills. The Bills are a very good team. I don't think they're going to go down twice. They will defeat the Titans. The run game just too much. The Cardinals play the Bengals, and quite honestly, who cares who wins? Who cares? All right. I'll take the Cardinals just because they got Fitzgerald. But Cincinnati, I said it last year when they fired my man that had been there forever. I can't think his name right now. That's how irrelevant it was. But the head coach, y'all fired him. I'm like, what you replace him with something better? You still got to deal with the Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, and the Steelers. Dude, if you're not going to make a significant upgrade, sometimes it's best to just leave well enough alone. The Patriots play the Redskins. This going to be a blowout. Matter of fact, that game is at 1 o'clock. Oh, dang, I'm gonna be in White Marsh by 2. I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna have that game up on my tablet because you just give me something to giggle at. Because it's gonna be a blooper reel when Tom Brady get back there and carve this defense up like a Thanksgiving turkey on a Sunday, and he really don't even feel like being there. Just carve it, get off the field. I would not be surprised if they play their backup in the third quarter because it's just that bad. Real crazy. Also, shout, we got the Steelers and the Ravens. Bailey, I love you to death. Bailey. I really do. Y'all about to lose again. If you ain't seen the way them Steelers was flying around on defense, Rudolph is not Big Ben, he is Rudolph. Yo, I'm not saying I'm overly impressed. I'm not saying I'm getting my butt on my back. You're going to walk over, but you're going to limp back. I guarantee you that. Steelers going to rock out. Man, also, what other options? We got the Chicago Bears play the Raiders. Chicago, Khalil Mack. Who's your quarterback again? car, he might as well stay in the car. Man, the Broncos and the Chargers. The Broncos been playing some real good defense and been very impressive flying around the place. Von Miller and them still got a nice squad. Don't get it twisted, even though they got Waggo Flacco at quarterback. Not going to be enough with the Chargers on Sundays. The Chargers going to take that one at 4 o'clock. Another big game to watch. The Green Bay Packers and the Cowboys. Where all the Cowboys at? Where all y'all at? I want to hear some Cowboy fans talk about this game. The Cowboys and the Packers go down this week. I know y'all talking about all these Super Bowl aspirations. In order for y'all to go, you're going to have to get past my man right here. This is going to be a big game. I do like Ezekiel Elliott, but it's going to be on. The Colts play the Chiefs. Hey, the Chiefs going to take that one. So do whatever you guys do. And here's the shocker right here. On Monday night, the 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers over the Browns. Turn your hate light off. I got some peoples in the green room. Got some peoples in the green room. Hold up, man. My man Royal in. Hold up. I'm talking to my man Royal, too. No answer from live guests. Talk to me a little something. Let's see who we got. See my man. Let's go out to Kentucky. Jam a little something. So we took care of all of the NFL drinks. I didn't say what I had to say. I'm going to leave you alone. Redskin fans get off. Feelings be all emotional and stuff. What's going on, man? Corey, what's good?
What's up, Wayne? What's going on, big dog?
Chilling, man. Enjoying it. Working hard this week. And getting ready for some big games tonight. What's going on with you out there in Kentucky? Eh?
Man, a lot, man. I'm like you. I am in a lot of the youth football, whatever group pages. You know,
Right.
a lot of them call each other a lot of them call themselves national pages. But what I find hard to believe in that, all you see is people from like Georgia, Bama, and Florida talking. That's all you ever see. So for me personally, like, you can't really call yourself or label yourself a national thing if all you talk about is 3 different states. I mean, what's that called? False advertising, blasphemy. If those are the words that I'm properly looking for.
I think when they created it, when you initially created it, then the aspiration is for it to be that way, and you expect it to grow into that. You may reach out to people in different states. You may have, even if it's just one person from every state, you may. Right. I can tell you quite honestly, there's over 10,000 people who follow Voice Sports, and most of them are not from the DMV. So you until you sit down and really look at it, I think it's an aspiration. But I do see that quite a lot, and I actually am in about 50 of them. So that label themselves as that. So by being in all 50, I just contribute to all 50, and it's very time consuming. But a lot of times you may have people from Louisiana that's in the group and don't say nothing. You got people that's in Cali and feel like anything they say is going to be argued. I was talking to my man Kenny Long, and Kenny like the dude down in Texas, but Kenny doesn't do a lot of the groups like that because he'll I'm not gonna say it's not valid, but it's just sometimes you find like you feel like you're talking to the same people. It's all good. I can dig it, but I know not everybody can jump out there and do like we do. Man, what game got your eye this weekend?
The Louisville Chargers are traveling to Alabama to play the I think they're the Bessemer Tigers or something like that. It's a top 5 mashup.
Yeah, Bessemer Tigers. Yeah. What you mean? You ain't know Bessemer?
Man,
I like that, bro.
I mean, I know who they are, man, but I focus so much on what's in my state that I sometimes tend to You know what I'm saying? But it's a top 5 matchup
Right.
in the national rankings according to Gen X and a NSR, I believe. Top 5 matchup.
Yeah.
That's going
Yeah,
down
my
Sunday.
man Coach P and them. Coach
Yeah,
P and Darian and them. Yeah. So it's gonna be a good matchup. I like what the Chargers bring to the table. But I cannot tell you a lie. That Bessemer team can play some defense, bro. Them little kids fly all over the place. It's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna watch that one. I'm definitely gonna watch that live stream. Gen X be
yeah.
jumping.
Also, a particular team from Florida, a guy was talking, I guess, hey, Jaguars or whatever, and then just starts throwing. Funny shots or shade on a video that you had created at a team from where I'm from. You know, Kurt Snow and them guys, they don't ever back down from nobody. They don't back down from no competition. For me personally, I just thought it was kind of funny that you would just out of nowhere call somebody out like that. Just
Some of that is I would say a lot of that is just that the freedom of speech. It doesn't necessarily mean it's warranted. It doesn't mean it's valid. It's just saying that the availability for somebody to go internet gangster is so tempting to some people that it is what it is. A lot of times I really just skip over those messages. Um, when I see those comments, I skip over them because it's not meaningful in any way, shape, or form. You're not gonna get a rise out of anybody that's mature enough to know what you're talking about, especially when you're talking about youth sports and kids. So if you really think you're getting your rocks off by throwing zingers, I mean, hey, if you're not doing it with what I would say a sense of humor and some type of conjecture where it can be laughable, anything else is just over the top. But that's part of the problem we have in youth sports today is that the freedom of speech, some people abuse it.
that ain't some way.
Hey, look,
Ninety
that's part
percent
of
of
having a
people do.
voice. Some
95% of people do. Unfortunately, 95% of people do. If
Yeah,
not,
it's
that percentage is probably higher. But you can't
right.
really put
But
an exact number on
yeah,
that. But it's definitely in the higher. It's definitely in the higher bracket as far as that goes.
right.
I
But
just thought it was odd. I'm like,
another side of it is another side of it is you can't speak to the educational level of a person. All right. I mean, be quite honest with you. A lot of these people they be typing in their phones. If it wasn't for spell check, you really know you would know their vocabulary is on E. But a lot of times I really
that,
don't give it that kind of energy because they posted to get a response. Some people post stuff just to get a response, and it gets overburned, and I just delete them or block it. I don't, it's enough weeds in the grass to not have you building dandelions. It's enough it's enough
man,
weeds in the grass as is. So I'm just excited about a lot of stuff that's going on in Kentucky and diversity that we have to be able to talk as fluently as we do. A lot of people out here need to get off here and let the world know what's going on. I noticed a lot of times you said you were shocked and surprised at the responses you've gotten from doing the youth football of Kentucky page. But I say this to those people who watch and those who yearn to watch is that everybody wants to see tomorrow starts today, and we get an opportunity to provide that information. And if we ever defer from that being our focus, we'll always get caught up in the rest of the stuff. So I would say stay concentrated on what you're doing. There's a lot of people that didn't know about youth sports at all in Kentucky, and those people who are being able to go and page, you have all control over that. Well, we lost Corey and the signal kind of shaky, but hey, let me get my jam going. Give me something else. We had a nice little vibe going. They cutting up a little bit, man. You know it's a Fantastic Friday. That's too slow, man. Y'all doing too much. I know, man. Yeah, we can do that. That's what I like right there. That's what I like right there. Now, let's talk about some of these games getting ready to take place here in the DMV. Tonight at 7 o'clock, Parkview will host Armstrong. That'll be a game starting at 7 p.m. Arundel goes into Chesapeake. Shouts out to my man. Yo, Cool Hand, Austin Sly lead Arundel into Chesapeake at 6:30. At Holton will be facing off against North Hagerstown at 6. Blue plays Roosevelt tonight at 6, along with Bell playing at McKinley. Benedictine goes in to face off against Georgetown Prep at 7 p.m. Bethesda Chevy Chase will face off against Wooten at 6:30. Blair at 7 will go in and face off against Einstein at home. Einstein going to be prepared for this one, but Blair is hyped up. Blake walks into this game playing Magruder at 6:30 tonight, as well as Briar Woods at Riverside at 7. Bullis and Riverdale Baptist on the plate, but no time specified, as C.H. Flowers goes in to play Bowie. Bowie High School hosting a red-hot C.H. Flowers team. Boy, oh boy, the JV did it up something mean the other day. Man, Calvert goes in to face off against Lackey at 6:30. Centennial faces off against Southern at 6:30. Centerville will be facing off against Battlefield. Champ plays Stonewall Jackson at 7 o'clock. Chopticon will be facing off against Northern at 7 p.m. Churchill will be facing off against Whitman. Clarksburg will play Quince Orchard. Quince Orchard looking to redeem and go back and harder this year. Shouts out to my boys, hey, the Al, and my man Bo. Big Bo and Bryce doing things over there with Quince Orchard. As Colgan get ready to face off against Hilton at 7 p.m. Coolidge and Cardozo, two big teams in D.C. getting ready to go at it. As Dominion comes in and plays Jefferson of West Virginia in West Virginia. Duval will play High Point, and Dunbar will play H.D. Woodson at H.D. Woodson at 6 p.m. Eastern Tech faces off against Northwest at Northwest. Edison will play Yorktown. Fairfax will face off against, do you remember the Titans? The mighty, mighty Titans. T.C. Williams at 7 o'clock tonight. Fairfax will be in the building. That's going to be live. Fairmont Heights faces off against Bishop Sullivan Catholic. Falls Church faces off against James Madison. Freedom Woodbridge goes up against Forest Park. And Friendly, another big rivalry game, Friendly and Gwynn Park at Gwynn Park. Another good game coming up this weekend that you're going to enjoy tonight. DeMatha Varsity faces off against Friendship Collegiate. Garfield has Osborne. Glen Burnie goes into South River. Gonzaga is playing Leesburg. You still got Great Mills playing Westlake. Now, hold up. Don't get it twisted. Gonzaga playing Leesburg is in Florida. So they're out of town as well, along with the Heat who getting ready to play tonight down in Georgia as well. You still have Hammond facing off against Mount Hebron. Heritage playing Loudoun Valley. I believe that game will be done by StatStream.biz. If you want to see it, 7 o'clock is the actual kickoff time. That game will probably air immediately after it is done. Herndon faces off against Marshall at 7. Huntington plays St. Charles. James Wood plays Independence. Kennedy plays Sherwood. La Plata plays Patuxent. Lake Braddock plays Oakton. Leonardtown versus North Point is a good one. And Loudoun County goes in to play Broad Run as Merritt also goes in to face Landon. Marriott Ridge plays Reservoir. McLean plays Mount Vernon. McNamara goes against Paul VI. And of course you have Meade and Broadneck tonight. North County versus Annapolis. Northwest versus Gaithersburg. Old Mill will be going in to play Severna Park, and Oxon Hill will play Eleanor Roosevelt at Roosevelt. Big game being out there by Hammy's mom. Phelps takes the field, and they'll play Anacostia. The Indians getting ready to do their thing at 6. Poolesville plays South Carroll. Potomac Falls will play Freedom South Riding, as well as Richard Montgomery going up against Walter Johnson. River Hill will play Wild Lake, and Rockville will play against Watkins Mill. Seneca Valley faces off against Damascus, as well as South County going in against Annandale. South Lakes will be playing at 7 o'clock versus Wakefield. Wakefield will be hosting, but Springbrook will be going in against Northwood at 7 as well. St. Mary's and Rikers and Good Counsel. Shouts out to my man Chase Williams in Good Counsel. Man, they said my man Chase out there. Trace Campbell out there playing wide receiver. Whoa, it's a mix up going on out there. That's crazy, ain't it? Stonebridge will play Rock Ridge. Suitland plays Northwestern at Northwestern. Surrattsville faces off against Largo. Thomas Stone faces off against McDonough at home. My man Preston Howard doing his thing. Long time Mahoko Lion. Now doing his thing at McDonough. Got him looking good too. Got his first offer. Congratulations as well on getting the offer to the University of Maryland. Tuscarora plays Stafford. Washington Liberty will play Chantilly. West Potomac will face off against Lee. West Springfield faces off against Justice. You still got Westville playing W.T. Woodson. Wheaton playing Paint Branch. Wilson goes up against Eastern. Homecoming not too far away. And we'll close it out with Woodbridge versus Potomac VA. Speaking of Potomac VA, there's a guy that is on the Voice Reporters that rocks the at Potomac High School in VA. He just happens to be a Raven fan, and we're going to have a conversation. You know why? Because it's Fantastic Friday, and you want to see it. Shouts out to my man Kurt Snow. We were just talking about you a little earlier, Kurt. Man, my man Corey Bolton was rapping, kicking a little something. I see you out there doing your thing. If you at work right now, maybe you just in the house cleaning up, getting your little chores done, and you're rocking with us, I appreciate you. Take the time to enlighten your mind. We're going to have a great time. Fantastic Friday rocking on. As again, tonight we will be in Prince Frederick, home of the Eagles, rocking out hard. It's 12 o'clock, bro. I'm getting ready to go. I'm going to give you about a couple more minutes, and then I'll get out of here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. See, look. Go ahead. Yeah. That's your best bet. That's your best bet. Pull out a Laker hat, because you better not have on no Raven jump, because it's going down this week. Mason Rudolph, my Steeler defense.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
What? Man, whatever.
You can't even say that man's name with a straight face.
What? Hey, he all right. He all right.
Say that man's name with a straight face.
He ain't Case Keenum. He damn sure ain't Joe Flacco.
Hey.
Rudolph,
if anybody thought the Ravens made a bad idea for letting Joe Flacco go, I'm sorry. Like, come on now. Hey.
Oh, your man.
Hey, man.
Your man.
hey, with the late what's the coach name? Dennis Green. Dennis Green said, you are who I thought you were. Well, guess what? Right. Flacco, he is who you thought he was.
Man, did you see that game in Denver? He snuck that joint up, boy. he stunk that thing up so bad, boy. The outhouses was like, hey, come sit over here.
And he had skunks smelling like perfume and cologne. That's how bad he was smelling.
Eau de toilette. That's the eau de toilette. What's your thoughts on this Sunday? Real talk. Steelers, Ravens. I know you're a Raven fan, so ladies at home, don't mind his lunacy. He struggles with reality, and that's part of being a Raven fan. That, eating hot dogs, a lot of Old Bay, and stale beer. But go ahead.
I will say this. The Ravens defense will struggle. They will struggle and the reason why I say this is because the Ravens defense is known for being so disciplined and so well coached and everything like that. But I think like they even brought Ed Reed in for a motivational speaker. That's when you know it's getting bad. That's when you know they brought Ed Reed in to talk to the defense. Like they said they brought him in to talk to the team. No, they brought him in to talk to that defense. That's what they did.
They gotta do something.
But they're gonna struggle for the first 2 quarters. So I would say this, and you hearing it from me, a Ravens fan, a huge Ravens fan. If the Pittsburgh Steelers score 14 points in the first half, they're gonna win the game. The Ravens, that first half is gonna be a struggle for the Ravens because they're gonna try to figure out a way how to discipline this defense. And what I mean by that is they've been jumping routes. They've been jumping stupid routes like hook routes, like curl routes. Like they've been jumping them. The guys been going over the top. I mean, just like
really
just
aggressive.
Simple one-on-one.
It's aggression without control.
Right. And they not comfortable with each other. They not sure that the other person can do their job, so people are compensating. So they're gonna do that again for like the first half of this game. And it is a road game, so it is up in Pittsburgh. And yeah, I know Ben Roethlisberger isn't playing, but let's not kid yourselves. The Ravens and Steelers, it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game.
No matter how good we are, no matter how good you are, when we get together, it always come down to who got the ball last, and who went on a scoring spurt. Because both the defenses play tough. I'm really impressed with the way our defense is flying around. I think Devin Bush is crazy good, and to be this good this fast. My goodness, I really don't like the idea of Shazier coming back, but if Shazier has anything close to what he was before then, with Devin Bush, Bud Dupree, you talk about a whole nother class of really young linebackers with Vince Williams out there, and my man number 26 plays some good defense as well, Barron all over the place. So with the secondary getting better, I like the addition of Minkah Fitzpatrick at safety. We look really solid on defense. So if you're gonna beat us, you're gonna flat out beat us because we can't score, which is not something new to us. But the way that the offensive coordinator mixed in the wildcat along with the trick plays and the screens, man, the Bengals didn't know what we were doing half the time until it was already too late. That by the time Rudolph could drop back, take 3 steps, breathe, and throw the football, they still were chasing spirits. So if the play calling by the Steelers is conservative but still yet assertive in some ways, we'll be all right against Baltimore.
Right, and that's why.
Especially since
I said that first half.
Right, especially since I think the Browns is going to come up short against San Francisco. San Francisco.
That's a trap game.
They are fast. The worst thing
that's a trap game.
Is walk in thinking it's going to be sweet, and they're going to get their feelings hurt because the 49ers are fast. They play, the coach does a hell of a job out there, man. Kyle Shanahan got them. They're going to be right in a minute, bro. They're going to be right in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, man. What'd you think of that game last night outside of the Seattle uniforms? Them joints was crispy, boy.
You know what?
I got the cup. I got my Seattle cup. Yeah, man. They tripping out that, man. They look good last night, man. I was talking about a little earlier. Russell Wilson is surrounded by a bunch of guys nobody really heard of. There's nobody you can really double team, but you have to respect the fact that he can take off and run for 8-9 yards. On way too many occasions, it was 2nd down and 2, 2nd down and 3, 3rd down and 1. Very manageable. You very seldom, for those people who are true sports fans, go back and look at how, no matter how great you talk about the LA Rams defense, go back and look at how many times that the Seattle Seahawks were in a long down and distance situation. I guarantee you will see less than 4. Less than 4.
Yeah.
And that's because Russell, man, everything is north and south, and everything is, okay, if you don't play me, I'm going to throw it over your head. And I love what he's done with that offense. Like I said, there's nobody you can really double team because he's using everything available. The offensive line gives him time, and with the defense swirling like they have, they're gonna be a team to watch out for later on in the year. Lord forbid they had a burner.
Then they got Clowney. Oh my good.
Yeah, off the edge. Off the edge, and you still got my man, a linebacker sitting in there. You're not gonna get much on him either. So, they built. So everybody that was watching the game last night thought the Rams was just gonna dog them out. Todd Gurley got all these commercials. Aaron Donald got all these commercials.
They could not block Clowney at all last night. They could not block that kid at all last night.
Right. Did you see the interception Thompson made?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
As a defensive coordinator, if you see a player like a catch like that in front of you, I know people can't catch a basketball with a football helmet on. My man, hey, you put a football helmet on somebody and close their vision off and throw them a basketball, they be, your man dove, laid all the way out for it, got his fingers underneath, squeezed the football, turned, grabbed it a second, man, and tucked it. I was like, dog, that's a hell of an interception. That's body control.
The offensive coordinator, like, hey, man, we might need to make up some plays for him. Like, we might need to put him in a wide receiver coaching room for a couple of days.
And it was off a deflection, so that was hella concentration. That was hella concentration to be right there for it. So I was impressed thoroughly with the game in totality. Take nothing away from the Rams, man. Woods and them are dope. I love what they do. But 30-29. You had a chance to see some high quality football last night. If you was a football fan, I encourage you to go back and check it out. Whatever network you do, whether it's YouTube or whatever, do that. But I'm telling you right now, the Steelers got the Ravens this Sunday, so we got them. What's up? What you got a wager? What you got a wager? What's up? You don't want no wager.
I already told you. I already told you my bet. If the Steelers don't have 14 points by halftime, they're not winning.
Okay, that's not a bet. That's the prediction.
That's my prediction.
I'm saying my Steelers is going to win. And when my Steelers win, we got to hook up and get some chicken wings and bumbo sauce.
Okay. I can. You want me to give my score prediction now?
But if the Ravens win, we going to do it like this. If the Steelers win, you come on down. We're going to go get some chicken wings and bumbo sauce on you. And if you win, we'll go get some crabs and some beer. I'll take care of it. Yours is a little more expensive. It's not fair in the balance, but that's because we're going to win, so I'm not worried about it.
All right, either way, I'll come down. Either way, I'm coming down.
There we go. Yeah, because you know what? I need to talk to you. What you doing November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd?
I don't know.
Let's talk off air. Let's talk off air, like immediately. Like I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna end the show, and give me a call right after this. I'll talk to you on my way to Prince Frederick. We got to wrap. All right?
Okay.
My man.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, BG about that game, baby. What you keep rubbing that Laker hat for, man? Don't you know the real team plays for the the real LA team is the Clippers? Kawhi Leonard, baby. Yeah. Look at your Laker fan.
You don't believe that.
How they mess him up? All my friends run with the rivals, man. Yo, I like the. Yo, you got a chance to enjoy some high quality stuff. Find out more this weekend. we'll be rocking. Again, tonight we will be in Prince Frederick, rocking out 13-14U game tonight at 7 o'clock kickoff. All day Saturday, we'll be out here enjoying ourselves out here in Prince Frederick. Shouts out to my man Brian Cotton and the great people at the Prince Frederick Eagles for having Voice Sports come down. And this Sunday, Metro Maryland Football Alliance, 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Also, before I go, if you are interested in being a part of Team Metro Maryland FBU and miss the tryouts this Sunday, there will be another opportunity coming up very soon. So get on your A game, get right, stay straight, and get ready to do what you gotta do on each and every day. Shouts out to your weepers from your boy, my peoples. Hey, our proud sponsors, Champion Drive Transportation. Find out more about Champion Drive Transportation Service in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and Delaware. Give them a call today at 301-237-8361. That's 301-237-8361. Champion Drive Transportation. Go to the website at championdrivetransportation.com and see your options. Also, Dynamic Specialized Performance. That's right. Nobody works harder than my man from Ron Carter. Give him a call today at 443-306-7016 or go to the website, dynamicsp.net. Dynamic Specialized Performance out of Gold's Gym, a great and proud sponsor of the Voice Sports universe. Also, special shouts out to the law offices of Sandra M. Douglas. That's right, the law offices of Sandra M. Douglas. If you need a lawyer, whether it's estate, personal injury, family, or criminal, you need to get with her. It's not going to take a whole lot of thought. It's nothing too subliminal. That's right, the law offices of Sandra M. Douglas. Give her a call today at 410-685-6181. Man, you might get a chance to see her out at the field on Sunday. Yo, that would be a dope time to meet her. Come on out, because she's always out there enjoying some quality football. That's right, Sunday at White Marsh. Talk to her in person. Maybe we'll have a conversation and rap with her in person as well. Also, as we get ready to close things out, Pick Six Academy. Pick Six Academy, my man John Pankin puts it on like nobody, along with a great host of coaches from around the DMV. You got an option to get better at your position. Pick Six Academy, Pick Six Academy, Pick Six Academy. We're going to take it with us this evening. Right on out. I got me some Cray too. That's right, drink Cray. Drink Cray, baby. Look, I was going to flash the bottle, but I drunk it all. Yeah, my English teacher gonna come get me, but I drunk it all. Yeah. Go to the website, drinkKra.com. Drink Cray, the organic sports drink. Hey, it's your boy, the Arion Don, the Weezy F. Beezy, for Voice Sports, so breezy. Man, we got a lot of great stuff going on. You stay in the loop. Have an incredible weekend. Check out the live streams of videos. Go to the page at Voice Sports. Right here, found on Facebook and beyond. Hey, have an incredible and fantastic weekend.